Welcome everyone in this new video in which I'm going to be presenting the new ultimate financial system that I have built inside Airtable for our business. So this is what we're currently using, and also some of our clients are already using it and they've seen some drastic change. Okay, so this system is made for you if you don't have any content, or if you do have any content but they don't update your books constantly, which is the case for most people that run a small business. You don't have a fortune to pay your contents, and so the books are not updated. But you still need this data to take some informed decisions. And without further ado, let's get right into it and you'll know what I'm talking about. So here, let's be brutally honest. Most business owners are flying blind when it comes to their money. They're checking bank balance, scrolling through transactions like archaeologists, deciphering instant scroll, and making life-altering decisions based on gut feelings and incomplete data. So that ends today. I built this system because I was tired of watching brilliant entrepreneurs make catastrophic financial decisions simply because they could not see the whole picture. Okay, and not only for this, I also paid of my own pocket $6K for approximately 6 months of accounting, and my books were never done on time. And I was paying a big firm. It was not a small firm. So not having my books done on time, not being able to take decisions and knowing like where my money is, kind of made me tired of this, so I decided to make my own system. And this is what you're getting access to today. If you're watching this video, it's going to be a video presentations, but in the description below, you're going to be able to go and download this system for you for free. And it's super easy to install. In less than 10 minutes, you're going to be good to go for this, okay? So what does the system actually delivers, okay? Because it's not 100% complete. You can still add new things in there based on how your business operates. If you're e-commerce, if you're agency, if you're a local store, anything that you'd like to add, you can still add it, okay? But here, the basics that are on it, it's not so basic. It's super advanced, but what's included inside is a financial review. So you get the unfiltered truth about your revenue, your profit and budget performance in seconds, not days. Actually, it's updated in real time. You also get your invoice command center, so you never have to wonder where your payments are. You can track all your invoices, the ones that you've done for this month, the ones that are paid, unpaid, and if they are unpaid, who isn't paying you basically, and how long has it been. Then we have another dashboard for revenue. So you get to see where the revenue is coming from, which clients, but also categories of revenue. Okay, so if you're like us and you have many different products, for example, you can do maintenance, you do consulting, or you sell some systems, then you can track what kind of category is getting you the most revenue, okay? Again, we've also got a new dashboard for expenses, so you can find out where you're spending your money before you're actually spending it. And also, it lets you know which category of expenses you're spending the most on. So software is going to be a big one, but you might have some other things that you're not aware of that you're not monitoring. So this is going to let you see it. Another dashboard that was super important for me to make is the Treasury Allocation dashboard. So basically our ability to plan what percentage of our money in terms of revenue or profit that we want to allocate to certain categories basically of expenses. So I said software, but operations, if you have to pay for admins, accounting, lawyers, all that sort of stuff, all that good stuff, okay? So you can allocate percentage-wise and you can track every month what kind of spending you have been doing compared to this budget. So there's going to be a variance. Have you overspent, or are you good to go? Are you under budget? Okay. Finally, the system lets you generate reports. So this is all from Airtable. You can actually print this or generate some reports, PDF, whatever you want, and send it to who's important to send. And you can get access to all of this through your mobile phone. Obviously, this is Airtable, so they do have an application. That said, you have to be careful because some of the dashboards are not going to be accessible via mobile phone, but it's not a big problem. You can access all the tables and still get the same data. And if you want something more complete, that's more well presented, you can just get access on your PC, okay? So this is not just another pretty dashboard. This is a complete financial system that has some automation into it. That's going to simplify your life. And this is going to give you clarity on your business so you know exactly how to, where you're getting your money, where you're spending it, and you can build forecasts based on this, okay? So let's get right into it. I'm gonna start and actually go and show you the system here. So the first thing that happens when you get into the system is you're going to have a page like this that's called home. Okay, this is where I put all the centralized resources for you to go and refer yourself to. Basically, those are buttons that are going to allow you to go into. There's also a left menu for this, but you get a couple descriptions of what this do. And here, this is manual input, so invoice, revenue, expenses, vendors, expense category, and revenue category. This is all manual input, but I want you to understand that this is Airtable. Okay, if you want to automate your invoice from email and send them inside the system automatically, this is super easy to do. By the way, if this is not something that you'd like to do yourself, automations inside emails or anything else, you can still contact us, and we're going to do this for you. That's part of the service that we provide. So don't hesitate to book a call if that's the case. Coming back right into it right now. On the right here, you're going to see a couple more things like the installation video, the Gamma presentation. So the Gamma presentation is this huge document that we have. There's a couple pages to it. I suggest you check this video, and then you also go into Gamma, then you read, and it's going to be super easy for you to install. Okay. Here on the right, you can see our website. You can book a meeting with us, and then we've got some more resources on our website that you might want to have for free again. So I invite you to go check this. And if you are into automation and you've never done it, there's 2 links here for you to start using automation platform, N8N and make.com. So I suggest that you explore this, okay? So let's get right into it. Finance overview, how does this look, and what's the purpose of this? So this is dummy data. Don't worry, but it's just made for showcasing. So here what you're gonna get is the ability to filter by month and year, okay? And you're going to get your total revenue. If you don't put any filter, it's going to be total for everything. If you put a filter, it's going to be a total for this month, okay, and year. So here, if I don't put anything, I've got, okay, 40K in revenue. This is all my expenses that I've ever got. Then my net profit, obviously this is just revenue minus expenses. And if you don't know, well, there's the formula here. And net profit adjusted is, this is a little bit more esoteric to understand, but you'll get it if you go into Treasury Allocation. It's basically how much revenue you've made minus your allocated budget. Okay, so budget for expenses. So if you make 40K, but you allocate 10K in budgets, your adjusted profit is going to be 30K. Okay, so really up to you here. You're going to get some nice graphs of the revenue compared to expenses over time. But what I like from this as well is I'm just gonna move myself right here. Boom. Here are some very general graphs that show you growth percentage over time, revenue growth percentage over time, and net profit growth over time. Okay. So here, this means that compared to the last month, you've grown here 69%, and compared to the last month here, you've grown 162%. So those can be small numbers, can be 20%, but still, if you've got 20%, it means you grew 20% more compared to last month. So this is super cool for you to understand and see, because this actually tells you if your business is on the right track or not, okay? Revenue is one thing, net profit growth is another thing. Net profit, obviously, if you've got more expenses, net profit is not necessarily going to go up as well, but revenue growth it's another measure, okay? So regardless of your expenses, revenue growth is going to go up if you make more revenue. Other than that, I'm not going to explain everything that's in there. I just want to show you the features. If you're not sure about what is net profit growth percentage, just ask ChatGPT. It's made for this, right? All right, invoices. So invoices here, again, you're going to have a couple of filters, super important, by status, by client, by month and year. So if I let me put here April, for example, okay, I invoiced 9.5K for this month, and I got 3.5K that's paid and 6K that's not paid, okay? So how do I see who paid me and who didn't pay me? I can click on any of those right here, and I'm gonna see, okay, that's the invoice number 9, amount $6,000, not paid by client C, okay? And it's overdue by 5 days. So this is really easy to see who doesn't pay you, and also take actions based on this. You also got this information here by clients. So if it's green, it's paid. If it's red, it's not paid, okay? From there, it's Airtable. I'm just gonna give you an example. If you have an invoice that's not paid by the end of the month, it's overdue, you can automate follow-ups. Easy, okay? And if that's something you don't want to do, but you still want to have, you can book a meeting with us and we're going to take care of it, okay? Here you're going to get a graph that's basically, if I remove the filter here, it's a graph that shows you a timeline of an invoiced amount you have, okay, every month. So you can see a growth pattern. Here is a nice table that's going to show you, all your revenue as well, paid, not paid, overtime. And here at the bottom here, if I just move this, at the bottom here, you're going to see all your invoices, just less, okay? So on to the next one, revenue. Revenue is all, it's cash collected, okay? So you don't put revenue if you don't collect the cash, because invoiced amount and cash collected is two different things, okay? And here you're going to see, it's super cool, you're going to see revenue by month, but you're also going to see revenue by category. So here you can see I made some money in affiliate software, and some consulting, and other things, okay? So I know here, quick glance, that revenue consulting is my biggest service that I offer, okay, at a quick glance. Then here, revenue per client, you're gonna have all your clients there. Super easy, you can also filter by month and year, okay? So self-explanatory. Expenses, I love this because the expenses here, you're gonna be able to see the different category of expenses you have. So you get to choose what category you have. I'm gonna show you where this goes. So here we just have software expenses, but then after that you have all the vendors. So Airtable, Canly, Canva, Expendi, LinkedIn, Miro, Read AI, name it. Whatever expenses you have, this is all going to populate there. And here you've got a distinction. You've got a timeline over time, basically of all the expenses you make. So in March you only spent $45 in expenses, but then in April you had about 591. Okay. So again, this is a table that's going to allow you to see per category over time what you're spending to make sure you monitor this and you don't overspend. And here's going to be a list of all your expenses, which, by the way, you can click on this and go modify things. Okay, this is all interactable. Lastly, Treasury Allocation. This is really cool. So this is for you to be able to allocate a certain budgets to different categories. Okay, I'm going to show you where the categories are after, and you can play with this. But basically here, let's say, okay, I've allocated $100 for learning. Right now I haven't spent anything, but here I allocated 1.4K for software and I spent 600 so far, okay? So this is gonna allow you to see if you're overspending constantly on something or not. And here this graph is basically over time. So the black bar that's here, it's the variance. So here, based on what you allocated and what you spent, you still have a positive variance of 888, okay? So you can also have this here, meaning you're not overspending, you've got this extra budget, okay? So if you have a partner and your profit distribution works as like every time you have some surplus, you distribute it, then this would be an extra on top of what you normally distribute, because this is budget that you haven't spent, okay? So gonna let you explore this, but basically you can also click on those and you can say, okay, I allocate based on revenue, 15% of my revenue. Let me just use simple numbers here. If I made $100,000 and I allocate 15%, this means I allocate 15K to software. So based on revenue percentage, this is gonna grow or go down, okay? But you can also fix allocate. Fix allocate means every month you only have $100 to spend on this. So you've got two options here, which is super, super cool because this all gets calculated together. Okay, and here to the left, you can add invoices, revenue, expenses, vendors, expense category, revenue category, all by yourself manually. There's another way of doing this as well. You can go into view data here and you can go into, okay, all your vendors. If you have a bunch to add, you can just go in this table and add really quickly everything. I've left some as example. Same thing for expense category here. Although generally speaking, those are going to be pretty much what you have. I believe you might have some extra one. Revenue categories, so you're going to have definitely other ones there. I just left 4 as examples, but yeah. Basically, you can play with the table and you can create yourself some views, but I generally prefer just playing with the interfaces, okay? If you don't know what you're doing with Airtable, please just focus on this there, okay? So that's pretty much it for everything. When you will install, this is in the installation video, but you will want to have a client table that you link here. So you have a list of all your clients and you link right here with revenue, this column here, and invoices. So it's a link to clients, okay? Just a small step that's important to do. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the presentation of this system. It's super simple on the surface. There's a bunch of calculation underneath. If you know what you're doing in the Airtable, don't hesitate to modify it to your needs and just add some graphics or formulas that you're looking to track. If you don't know how to play with Airtable and you want this modified, feel free to book a call with us and we can explore this further. There's a bunch of automation to be doing with this for sure. So when it comes to invoices, you can connect this to QuickBook or Xero or anything you're using. And so it populates all the invoice inside Airtable. You can also do the same thing with the expenses by email or whatever other communication channel you're using basically for your invoice. You can also create some triggers, notification triggers. So if you're overspending or when you receive payments, etc. for revenue. There's really a lot of things you can do with it. We basically provided the template for you to start from something that's really solid and make it into your own system, your automated CFO. So yeah, I wish you all a good rest of the day. And if you like this content and you want more of this, please don't hesitate to like this video below and comment something. We're actively looking for feedback as well. So if you're using it and you feel like there's something crucial missing, please comment in the video below and we'll probably make the feature and make it available for everyone. So that's a plus for everyone. Other than that, feel free to check out the other videos we have. We have a bunch of resources like S3 onboarding process that we provided on our website, but also I've made a full-blown content AI engine that lets you create content and create new ideas just with AI based on writer profile, company profile, and trend materials, and yeah, a bunch of things, really cool stuff. So voila.